Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. For those who don't know me, my name is Harun Khan. In today's video, I'm traveling down south towards Victoria in search of the elusive hog deer, and I'll be joined by my friend today. His name is Uzair Khan. He lives in Canberra, so we're going to be joining together for this hunt, and we're going to stay here for about 6 days. Hopefully, if things turn out well, we might come back earlier, but this is a 6-day camp that we are setting up. The main target today is going to be the hog deer, but I've heard of research that there are sambar deer in that area as well, and done a bit of scouting online, found a few spots that are potentially good. So I hope we are successful. I hope we find something, but other than that, it's gonna be fun. So please stay tuned, and I'll see you inshallah. Take care. Bye. So I've reached the camp. There's a slight change in plan. As I mentioned earlier, my friend from Canberra is there. He was going to join me, but he had some personal problems at home, and he's attending to that. So the plan is that I'm going to set up the camp. I've already set up the camp, as you can see. So he's going to try and make it tomorrow, and hopefully he sorts his thing out and he joins me. It's not ideal, but you just got to adapt, right? But yeah, so I've reached the camp. It's a beautiful place. It's a nice open country here, if you can see that. And so, as I said earlier, I'm here out chasing after hog deer. I've never hunted them before. There's not much information about them online as well. Apparently they're very elusive and not easy to find. So I've moved around the area a bit just to get the feel of the terrain, and what I have noticed is it's not a typical fallow or red deer type of environment habitat that they live in. It's much more swampy, marshy land, which makes it even more harder to stalk them, because it's practically impossible to put a stalk on them. So the plan is going to be to find a good place to set up a blind, and hopefully my friend joins me as well. And yeah, hopefully I find some sign, and yeah, I'll keep you posted. Cheers. Hey guys, it's a lovely morning. Left camp at around 5:30, just before the sunrise. Saw a lot of sign on the tracks. I was just moving, scouting the tracks. Saw a lot of sign. There was a game trail that I was examining, and lo and behold, I see two fallow deers about literally 20 meters away from me, just standing up. I forgot to switch on my GoPro, but yeah, they were really close. Ended up deciding not to shoot them because it's precisely here for a hog deer. Didn't want to spook things around, so I just let them go for now. And hopefully it's day one. Hopefully my decision was right. Yeah, let's see. A few more days to go. Yep, so I'm gonna go back to the camp and probably just have something to eat and then head out again for another session of scouting. So I'm looking for places where I can set up a blind, see if there are any heavily used game trails that I can sit on. So I found one. Probably I'll come back in the afternoon, set up a blind over there, and sit there tomorrow morning. Wanted to show you guys the setup that I'm using for this hunt. So I'm shooting a Tikka T3X Superlight, Chamberlain 3006. I've wrapped it in camo to help me blend with the environment when I'm sitting in the blind. It's a temporary setup. I'm probably going to remove it once after this hunt, but it does look nice. Yep, so that's what I'm using today. So I found a nice place. There are 3 game trails coming from each direction. Wind isn't perfect, but this seems like a heavily used game trail, and I was just gonna try sitting on this for a bit and see if there's anything that crosses. I've seen some really big footprints. This seems like a very potential area. So went on a, like I said earlier, went on an afternoon hunt. Didn't find any hog deer, but it was like every time, the last 10 minutes of daylight, ran into a couple of fallow, and I just had to take a decision whether to shoot them or not. Didn't want to take a chance again, let them go this morning, but I just had to take one of them. So yeah, so good news is that there's a fallow down. Happy. It's a small fallow, good eater, and I've brought it back to the camp. It's late night, and I'm just gonna prep it up, get the guts out, and I'm not gonna skin it for tonight. I'm gonna let it cool off. It's a cold night, so the meat's gonna be fine, I guess. So plan is that in the morning I'll skin it off and then quarter it for tonight. I'm just gonna hang it up on the tree. There's a lot of mozzies around, so I do have a mozzie net. I'm just gonna I'm gonna cover it with a mozzie net, and probably gonna spray some insect repellent on the top of the branch so that the ants don't crawl all over the meat. So I've just wrapped it up with the mozzie net. Couldn't really cover everything, but just got the main parts, the cavity, so at least the meat is protected. So what I'm going to do is now also spray some insect repellent on this, so that there would be no ants. Quite a bit of ants on this tree, so just making sure that they don't walk over them and get onto the meat, just to keep the insects away. So yeah, probably wake up in the morning and get the rest of it. Cool. See you later. Hey guys, so I've just finished quartering the fallow, the young fallow that I shot last night. I had hung it last night overnight just to cool it off, and I didn't have much light to skin the deer, so I waited until morning. So the bad news is, in the morning I did not see any sign of any hog deer around. Not sure. Probably I'm missing something. I don't know. Did spot a couple of other fallows, but they did not present a shot. Um, so, um, so yeah, I came back, finished quartering the deer. So the weather is quite nice and cool. So I'm not really worried about the meat going off. It is hung up, and there's cool air breeze flowing through it, so it shouldn't be any problem. But we've got some eskies with us, the big ones, and probably gonna chuck a few bags of ice in the esky and store the meat away as well. But I don't think so. It's getting quite cold in the night, about 6 to 7 degrees, so it should keep it cool enough so that it doesn't go off. So last night I got a call from my friend. Sadly, he said that he can't make it, so I had to cut my trip short. We were planning to go to the state forest in Victoria, but since he can't make it, I decided to just pack up and leave. So I wasn't really lucky with the hog deer, but yeah, I didn't really see a lot of sign. Saw a few, but not much that could have any potential. It's a good thing I took the fallow the previous night, late afternoon. It's a good freezer filler for me at the moment. So gonna come back next year, inshallah, to try again with the hog deer.